pages 47 and 48. During this time, plants and animals do more than just grow. They usually get stronger and better able to care for themselves. Most animals also learn a lot during this time about how to find food and make shelter. In the case of people, we get an education. We learn to read and how to do lots of different things. Did you know the saguaro cactus only grows about 1 inch during the first 10 years of its life? But during the rest of its 150-year lifespan, it can grow as tall as 50 feet. That's about as tall as a 5-story building. Changing by leaps and bounds. Amphibians are masters of change. Not only do they change in appearance, they actually change from animals that breathe underwater to animals that breathe on land. You've learned that frogs hatch out of their squishy eggs as tadpoles. For about a week, they feed on the yolk that's on their bellies. Then they start swimming around eating algae. They use gills to breathe underwater. Words to know. Lifespan. The average expected length of time from birth to death for a species. How do gills work? When you breathe, air comes into your lungs. Your lungs take the oxygen from the air and transfer it to your blood. Your blood carries the oxygen all around your body. Fish and tadpoles have gills instead of lungs. Gills are feathery tissues on the sides of an animal's head. Gills have tiny veins that absorb the oxygen that's in the water. Both lungs and gills get an animal what it needs, oxygen to its blood. After about 6 weeks, tiny black legs sprout and the tadpole's body starts getting longer. Then tiny front legs pop out, elbow first. The tadpole's lungs are developing too. After about 3 months, the tadpole's tail starts shrinking. Now the tadpole looks like a really tiny frog. When it's ready, the young frog makes its way out of the water and starts living its life on land. Words to know. Nymph. An insect that when hatched looks like a tiny version of an adult. During your growth stage, what is one thing you have learned? I learned how to multiply. 5 times 5.